Dun, 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 dun. The boys behind the sun diary. Hi, and welcome to another episode of The Boys Behind the Sun Diary. And I'm glad to have you here, Monkyver. Welcome. Hi. Hi. There is a moment if you're watching this. It feels so good to be finally here, like in this new background. I can't believe it, like. Okay. Anyway, I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so happy to be here and like this background. This little lamp here, that's how everything said. Finally having my microphone, finally have a place where I can just chill. I'm literally just in my little space that I call my living room, my room, which someday I will maybe give you a little tour, but basically it's just that if you kind of remember that you have in the living room, the table, the things, and blah blah blah, all of that. But anyway, how you been? Everything was good. Life was treating you well. I don't know, just sit comfortable. I mean, space maybe it's inviting you to just be chill. Already grab a little snack. A little snack here. Did you know? And I'm finally happy to. Sorry, it's just been talking here for 10 minutes, maybe less, maybe more. Who knows? But there is a lot of it happening. All alone. First, I moved. Like, was not a big movie. I promise. Just I moved from room to my house with my parents, and that's all. I mean, to my mom. But anyway, wasn't just I moved. Was a lot of things going on family, I guess too. But one of the things that I want to remember you is that when someone criticizes your work, maybe criticize you, is because they maybe just don't are like they maybe have something on their head. Because I learned this quote, I don't know where, but people who do the equal that you does, maybe more, will never ever criticize your work, but people who always do less than you will always criticize you in the bad way. Because good criticism, like when you are like talking with someone and they tell you, maybe they suggest you that they tell you, you will wear this, you will wear that. No, they just tell you maybe you should be wearing this. Like they don't tell you this is ugly, you need to change. See, it's like different, you know. But yeah, I learned this for a second, like for 2 times I learned this, and I feel kind of happy that I learned that lesson, even though I learned a lot of lessons, like I spend money. So I spent my lights that you could see in my last ASMR video that I post, and it was really good. I mean, having that, posting that, I mean, I can't wait, and I just pop it in. But I finally have it in settled, have my room clean, have just everything set in place. I even bought like a little, like like I think to do yoga. I don't know how it's called. I can't remember the word, but everything. If you know, you know. Like for do yoga, doing some exercise, and I also love squats. So Yeah, but everywhere. Why I don't show my legs often. But yeah, I just like it. I mean, I used to do squats when I was in high school. Like, I used to do like since 8th grade to 12th, like before I go to college because pandemic happened and then I need to restart my routine again. But I'm glad that I did. I'm very glad. Mm, I feel like everything goes in place too as well because I used to think that this room, because I have like, for other experience I have here, I feel like I didn't belong here. Like the room that I used to be, there was this room. I think that was not good for me, not doing to me. It was because I didn't decorate the way that I did before, or maybe just didn't learn a lot of lessons because I didn't think that I could learn a lot of lessons just for 1 year and just grew up as a person and just grew out how human being. But I guess I was needing to give this place a second chance before I would go to this place. So when I give it another chance, having my things, I feel great. Also, I approved to go to college, so I'm very happy for it. And I used to study also in a private college before, 1 semester, but because of the money or because of the things that wasn't happening, and I also didn't think that was worth it to me. Sorry for that. My cat is next to me. I also think that wasn't worth it, like having my mom paying for that, like because for me it was not working. When you think that something don't work to you, it's because something. I feel that way, so I explained to my mom, and she told to me like, okay, if you think that this gonna work, I agree with you. I don't want to sell more, and we agree that I'm not going to that college anymore because even was expensive. Like, can you tell me, like, I know it's not that expensive, but the freaking college they study even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And I also think like Sunday was the only day that was like completely off of that because even I I'm happy just studying 5 days, but out of that maybe Sunday and Saturday will be my days to like study out of that. But I studied like was not doing it for me, like was not doing it for me. One of my friends who is in that college also come to me and like tell me, oh, what are you doing, like because she plays in the symphony too. She has my age, and she told me like, what are you doing, like I explained to her what are you doing here because she come very late in Saturday, I guess was Saturday, and then she explained me like we study even these days, and I was like, no, not doing it for me. And also, I guess that I'm the luckiest person. I feel that way because you know what? I didn't study much for the exam. I mean, I was just going through my things on YouTube, on Instagram, on social media, and I approved to the exam. But it's different for everyone, because I trust myself, and even though I study a lot during the days before the exam came up, like years ago, I'm so grateful that I have friends from US that are so kind and explain me the words that what is this, what is that, and like explain me in a good way. and are not like, you better should study more. Like, they are so kind. I really love them so much. Like, I love people from US. I really do. That's what I'm speaking on English, even I speak on Spanish. But anyway, out of that, I feel great. I feel proud, and I remember the day I was like approved to the exam. I was decorating my room, my wall of manifestation that day, and while I was doing that, I was telling myself I will approve the exam. I will approve. I will approve. My mom will come to me like days before I was doing the meditation for Masha, like when, like, you know that, even though I have the painting right here, right there, but that day I was just doing the meditation of like she popped with the video, and then like I sit down, close my eyes, and then I think I will pass this exam. I know what's going on. I was repeating that quote of you as well. I will pass my exam. Even I said a little bit, I will approve. I will be in the first. And I will tell you something. Maybe it will not be that way. Like, I wish I could be like in the first. But I'm okay just being in the 10th place. Like, I'm okay with that. And so again, then I go to the 10, like in the list of who approved. And then I was in the 10th place, and I was happy with that. Happy. Just being happy, and I was screaming, but my mom told me the news. So at first I was like, what? Like, I approve? I approve because the exam was going really good. Like, I can't even tell you how much I love taking exams. Like, for me, it's like telling my things into someone, like proving something, I don't know, to myself. But I love that. I really did like taking the exam, like going, and I tell myself, like, also, I remember saw like a video of another mirrors, like how she manifests things, and she tell like every time that I do something, like say woohoo, and it's done. So then I tell myself woohoo, and then it happened. Like, for end this like visualization thing, I just tell myself woohoo, and I was like, okay, this is so good. Like, this is so good to me. Wow, it's a lot of things going on there. I can tell. So yeah, never trust anyone more than you. Because even my mom didn't trust I will approve my exam. Like, my mom the day before was telling me while I was studying with her. I mean, I know she knows my capacity, but also she was scared as well because one of my cousins was like, she take 3 times the exam to approve it, and I take just 1 time and approve it. I don't know, like, I think I have more easy my exam because my exam honestly was just 8 points of aptitude, and then like 12 points of like knowing, like the things like math, communication, English, which I speak, was quite easy, and also story, history, and what that, like gimmicks and stuff like that. But I approved and I was happy. So, but my cousin was having more hard because she was having like 20 points to knowing and 20 points to like aptitude. So I was having easy, like, I may be sure that this career is calling me at this point, but I feel grateful for that as well. And just that I trust myself. But how am I saying? Like, my mom trusts me, but she was scared for that, and also my family was scared for that. But yeah, and also I approved the exam to the like college where you pay like a particular college, where there is a lot of things that people tell you, for example, that you always need to pay so you approve. No, it's not that way. I know friends that they were paying for like the academics and stuff like that, but they pay, the teacher get mad, they disapprove them immediately, like immediately. They are not like all the teachers from the public college that they approve them. Like, you know your capacity, you can. And also, it was like, also, I gotta be honest, I just want to prove my family that I could do as well, in particular in public college. But I choose public college because they have like um more things, like we have a park, they have the chemics, they're just more capable of what I've been looking for. So yeah, and finally, just I did, and I just became to be aware. Also, with the thing of like my music, I believe that my style changed a lot during the days and more in general because my style of music is very changing. Like I'm a Gemini, but this is not an excuse to like being so, you know. But I guess that when you change for better, it's good. But my music can flip flop. Sometimes I can be rocky, and I want to tell you this: I can be rocky sometimes, I can be calm sometimes, I can do rock sometimes, I can do rap sometimes, I can do acoustic music, I can do this, I can do that. Like whatever it comes to my mind, I will make it. Do that. And my music is like in particularly just being healing music. I remember like I've been wanting to do like a cover of that is just like the remix of ACS and Z, the collab of that, but the healing version of that, because a lot of people that they tell the consequences, but they are stuck just in the feeling, and that's one of the things that I explain also in my website that you can visit down below. Just click, will pop up right here down below. You see the video on YouTube, just go down below and click the button, and if you are hearing this on Spotify, Apple Music, even Tidal, I don't know, just click on my social media or link to my Spotify, maybe iTunes, and you will see that. Or maybe just click my Instagram because why not? And basically was that. Excuse me for the background of my dog because he's screaming a little bit. But I just think that healing is just such a thing beautiful. In my music, I want to express that feeling, like feel that way, and then immediately just heal. Like make the process more short and make other people feel better, and without taking a lot of time. Like because I know how bad can be breakups and like how bad can be traumas, and I just want to bring that feeling like in just one song. hmm So yeah, I was doing the video, I mean the music, and the lyrics. Then I asked like, I can do this, and like a healing version how it could be. Then pop up, and then I was like, okay, so different than is because they are so focused like in the moment, but they are not focused like get out that, you know. They're just focused in the moment. And finally, what I wanted to say, I mean, I practice my dialogue before I will do a podcast. I should recommend that other people will do this. I surely recommend that people will do this before they do, because it makes my mind a little bit more um open and like clear, having my things out of my head and just stability on the things and just being kind with myself. Um, I don't know. I feel so grateful with this room. I feel like everything could be changing, and also I ended up studying marketing. I say this a lot, I know, but I'm grateful that I ended this because now I feel like marketing told me one thing, and it's like being like put together. Look put together. I used to look at my videos. I didn't understand. Even a lot of people tell me, but I didn't take seriously that deep. Like, it's not like I was telling, like, it's my truth. Like, let me be myself. But there is not always, because with marketing, you need to look put together, but you don't need to pretend like you are not like that person. Like, I remember seeing like an influencer on TikTok, and she was looking great, and the place, I think that she was having 15, I think, at the time. But the place that she was, like, she's Latina as well, but she was looking put together. Even their background was not looking great, but she was looking great, so that was mattering that time. So now she is like, she's what it is. She have a house, she have the things, but she look put together, but she doesn't lie about other things. You know what I'm saying? And I really take that like as something that I highly, highly recommend you to be like. You can edit in, you can do other things. And another thing that I learned from marketing is that it's better like editing something that making again. I There is a quote from my class marketing that says, I prefer scissors than the pencil. Like, it's for me it's more like easy to take the scissors and instead of like doing it. And I'm not saying that I will not use someday autotune, but I kind of like robotic. If I want to do like some robotic thing on my song, I will use it. Maybe, who knows? But for me, that pitchy tone is like a little bit uncomfortable to me, especially when our souls are a little bit disconnected of what is going on. Because do you remember that like ball, like sand ball, when you boom and it's like, ooh, that sound like sand ball, and you could. I feel like it's called Tibetanic balls, and they are like in the perfect tone of our souls. Like, that is why it's a little impression when you like do the thing and bum, like, that is why they resonate with our souls. Like, is that the root of the Tibetan bowls, you know? And that's why I also apply this to my song of like Sleepy Baby, because I want to be healed like at night, because I feel like night is the time with the stars new day, before it starts a new day, and you will pay attention of it. Like, it's the time when you go to bed for the next day, and just that. And at least I will, at least I didn't have like something more going on. I just got to symphony, I just came back. I will take my classes, and I will enjoy my last week of like being here and just doing the things that I love, because I don't know if I could have the time maybe in the future to do this. Like, I'm not aware of it. I will tell girl that works on the college that I'm going on to like see what is the time going on, what time I will go back, you know, foresee how it's going on. But I'm sure that my career is something good. It's not like medicine, but it's more uplifting to me because I always have like a bossy energy. I am. I am. So I feel like this fit perfectly well with me, like that career. Also, you study administration of business, like administration of business, like it's like international business, but more like little for like my local town. But I speak the language, so I guess could be on international business, like business things, administration. And just that. I hope you enjoyed this little podcast, like slash diary. I mean the voice behind the song diary, and I'm waiting for pop with my new album so soon. I mean, I will upload this year. I said this last year, but I promised it will be this year. A lot was going on the last year, but I'm sure that this year will be a new year where I can finally pop with my new album and just make my dream come true. Like, show you this, and this is based on, I don't know, a spoiler to you. If you're seeing this, congratulations, you have a little spoiler. This is basically all of my life since today, of like my breakouts, my things that happened to me, like all this process of me growing up and find comfort in my home. That's what I call home, but not just in my home, in another places that I can call home in general. And also will be a lot of things going on. A lot of a lot of musical things going on. And just a little album to chill out, dance, and you can hear in your home, in your room, in your kitchen, whatever the place like. This is for everyone. And I hope you like this podcast again, and see you in the next video. Bye.